Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. You are in the marketing business. And you know what? You're not just in the marketing business if you have your own business. You're in the marketing business if you're looking for a job. Yep, you're always in the marketing business. See, here's the thing. I don't care what business you in. You got to sell it. You got to get it out there. And I remember first seeing that concept in the book I always talk about, Ebony Treasure Map by Myron Goldston. He said, no matter what businesses you're in the marketing business. If you think, you write some books, and I know about that. You're not really in the publishing business. You got to market those books. In fact, I've talked about this before on a podcast. You're in the marketing business. If you have like a little farm, maybe an urban farm or even a large farm, you're not in the farming business, you're in the marketing business because you got to market your goods. See, here's the bottom line. You always have to market it. Even if you're not in business, you're looking for a job. What you doing when you go on that job? You got to market yourself. That's the important thing. You got to sell yourself. When you're going on that interview, you got to sell yourself. You're marketing yourself, or you putting out resumes and stuff. That means you marketing stuff on a big basis. That's the important thing. And you have to know that. There's no jokes. You can't play around. You always have to think, okay, I got this idea. I got to market it. Okay, I'll use the example, my personal example for my books. Now, I remember when my book, Nice Guys and Players first came out. I used a unique marketing system. I didn't pay for one ad. To this day, I haven't paid for one ad. I didn't have like this big plan to put ads all over the place. I did some word of mouth thing. And what I did, and I'll share this. When my books first came out, I went to one of those websites where they have people talking about game and everything. And I said, hey, have you heard about this guy named Rom Wills? Yeah, man, he got this good book out. Yeah, somebody bought it right away and then told other people. All of a sudden, my sales went through the roof. And in those early years, my book sold primarily through word of mouth. But it was marketing. You got to figure out how you're going to get it out. It could be marketing, giving free copies to influencers nowadays. Like, that would actually be smart. Like, if you had some type of product, it could be a book, it could be a lotion, whatever. And, okay, like you on YouTube not YouTube, like IG or TikTok or something. And you could say, you hit somebody up and say, look, here, I need you. I'm going to pay you so much. You use the product or whatever. Tell me you like it. Then I'll give you some payment just to mention it. That's marketing. And indeed, the way things are set up now, people can market themselves, really. You got to constantly market. You marketing yourself, because I never forget, like with that book example. And I talked about this before. I've talked about marketing in the past few years. And I use the same example. I remember when I was still living in my grandmother's house. And there was a little shortcut I could take to the subway station. I had to go through like the cement yard and then through these woods. I remember when I got through the cement yard, through the alley, got to the woods, there was a box of books. There was a box of books out. And somebody's books, and they were like abandoned right there. And I was just like, wow. Because what happens, like in the publishing industry, people don't realize how many authors they are. And especially with on-demand printing, it's easy for people to print. Anybody can print something. But then they don't sell. They don't sell. They might sell to some friends or something, but they don't sell the way they used to. They're not marketing the book properly. Like any type of business you got to market it. Like, okay, say you're providing a service. And it could be any service. It could be massage therapy. It could be a plumbing service. It could be a painting service. How are people going to know about your service if you don't market? Now, word of mouth is very good in that, but you probably have to take out ads and something like that. You got to think about it. Like any type of business you have, I don't care what you're thinking about. Other than demographics, which is another conversation, other than demographics, you got to think, okay, how am I going to tell people about this business? You know, am I going to tell people about this business? You know, now, like, even though I use the word of mouth thing personally, it's not a bad thing to buy ads. In fact, like on YouTube, anybody can buy an ad. You can probably do your own homemade ad or something. That's the beauty of nowadays. People can do it. You can do it yourself. You can set up a Facebook or IG or something, put ads on there. But you gotta not only know set up the ads, you also gotta know who you dealing with. You gotta know your demographics. I said I wasn't gonna get into demographics, but I need to touch on it here. You got to know, okay, who am I selling? Who's going to buy this product? Like, say you're in the African American community and you have natural hair products. Okay, that's fine. How you going to market it? First, you got to find the groups who are going to use it. The people most likely to use it. And usually in the African American community, those are people who are like more alternative. They're practicing an alternative spiritual system, probably vegan, into holistic health. And even though I shouldn't put this out here, you're probably a little bit slower to get vaccinations. They don't trust the man. But that's that particular community. You know, that's that particular community. So say you have a product that they will use, like a natural hair product. Okay, you got to figure out how to market to them. So hypothetically, you might check on like something like Facebook. Say, okay, is there any Facebook groups? Is there, maybe do videos or something, figure out the algorithm to get people on a similar thing to watch. Maybe use, the title of some natural hair people are doing or something like that. Or holistic people, or something like that. You have to figure it out. Do they have any publications? Maybe I can get a ad there. You have to figure it out. And then maybe doing expos and live events. And that's just one thing. You got to think, okay, how am I going to get just think in terms of this. How am I going to get the idea of this product, let people know this product is there, out to the people? That's the main thing you have to think about. So I don't care what business you're in. It could be publishing. It could be making juices, massages. I don't know, cuddling. Yeah, cuddling is a business. How are you going to market it? So no matter what you're doing, no matter what your business is, you're really in the marketing business. All right. So I want y'all to think about that. And until next time, let's go make that money.